I'm really excited to talk about the top 5 digital nomad destinations. Now, over the past decade, I've been living and working overseas in more than 85 different countries, and I'm really excited to share with you my top 5 favorite digital nomad destinations. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Now, before we get into breaking down these 5 locations, let me go ahead and walk you through my criteria. Now, this is going to be subjective. Everyone has different criteria, but here's the way I try to take a step back and look at each one of these destinations. Starting off at number 1 is, what is the visa situation like? Is it easy for nomads to come there, show up, and kind of stay for a longer term? A lot of countries at least allow 30 to 90 days, but these destinations will have some good visa options for digital nomads. The second thing on the list or criteria that I use is the internet. This is absolutely essential for all digital nomads. So how good is the internet? How much does it cost there? Is it affordable and easy to find Wi-Fi for, at cafes, or easy to get fast internet in your apartment? So that's criteria number 2. Now, number 3 is the value. I think this is one of the most important criteria because a lot of digital nomads are looking for a place where they can have a high quality of life for paying a lot lower amount of money. And so that's what I call value, and all of these 5 destinations have really great value. And then the next one, number 4 criteria, is activities, food, and entertainment. How is the food and local culture? That's going to be a big part into selecting these 5 destinations. So that's something really important to keep in mind. And then lastly, and this is absolutely important, is the community. Is there a good local community that you can tap into? Is there a good expat community and digital nomads in the location? So luckily, all 5 of these destinations are really great options. Some of them are going to be better in different categories. I'll try to highlight the destinations on what their top category is and talk about some of the cons, because each one of these locations has pros and cons. So let's go ahead and dig into my top 5 digital nomad destination. Number 1, my top digital nomad destination is Tbilisi, Georgia. So I'm currently based here right now, and I've been here for the past 6 months, and I absolutely love it here. We've decided to stay here long term because it is such a good location. It checks pretty much every box that we're looking for in a good digital nomad hub. One of the biggest draws here is that you're able to come in on a tourist visa and stay here for 1 year. Now, they do have some interesting things happening. They are creating a digital nomad visa. But again, this 1-year tourist visa makes it extremely easy. Once it expires, you can do a border run and then come back into the country. Now, in addition to that, that's a big one, but there's also so much to do here. It's a really great European style city, and we've been here for 6 months and we still haven't run out of stuff to do in the city and in the country of Georgia. There's so many good day trips and weekend trips that we're going to be able to have our hands full for the next few years as our main hub here. And then lastly is the quality of life for the value is the best place that I've seen in the world. It really does check every box that you're looking for in a digital nomad location, and I can guarantee you'll find some of the best value, and it also has some of the highest quality of life. So it's a really safe city, really safe country, but your dollar goes extremely far. So if you've ever considered coming to Tbilisi, Georgia, or Georgia in general, it's definitely worth adding it to your list and coming and seeing for yourself. Coming in on number 2 on our list is Prague in the Czech Republic. Now, I absolutely love Prague, and I might be extremely biased here, but I've spent more than 2 years there. And that was a while ago, but I've been back in the recent summers to really go back and connect with the city as a digital nomad, and I still love it. It's definitely gotten more expensive than when I used to live there in 2011, but I think with recent world events happening right now, the prices are going to continue to reduce. One of the great things about Prague is it is such a beautiful city. You can walk around everywhere, and again, even after living there for 2 years, you still get astounded by how beautiful of a city it is. And there is a never-ending things going on. There's always something to do at night. On the weekends, there's a lot of great events. So I would say that Prague is such a great place because you're so well connected to other European countries. You're 4 hours away from Munich and Berlin. You can go to Budapest in 8 hours on train. So there's a really great geographical location to be in because you can hop on a train, you can go to 5 or 6 really cool destinations within under 5 hours of just traveling on train. So it's a really good hub for that. There is a lot of other cool things to see outside of Prague. So there's a never-ending weekend travels that you can do, and there's a lot of good options for people. The visa situation in Prague can be a little tricky. If you're an American, you're only going to end up with 90 days. Since they are part of the Schengen area, you're going to get 90 days within a 180-day period. There are definitely some workarounds to this, like setting up a business, or there's some other like freelancer and digital nomad visas that are appearing. So there is options to stay longer than 90 days. It just might be a little bit more effort than just showing up, showing your passport. So definitely consider Prague. It's one of my favorite cities in the world to visit and also to be a digital nomad. Coming in at number 3 is Chiang Mai, Thailand. Again, this is like the digital nomad mecca, and I couldn't make a list without including it. I've spent many months in Thailand, and I love the culture, the food, the people there are so friendly, and it has probably one of the biggest digital nomad communities. Now, Chiang Mai has a lot of great features, but I will start with talking about one of the downsides is the burning season. So there's a few months of the year where the farmers are burning crops, so it's kind of not a great place to be during that time. But outside of that, it's a really great destination. Chiang Mai has a really good affordable options for housing and food. You can have a really great lifestyle for a fraction of the cost. So a lot of people can get by on $1,000 a month, and you can have a really good lifestyle, really comfortable lifestyle with a nice apartment, eating out every day. And there's just so much to do. There's always meetups and really great people. So if you're looking to start your business, no matter what level you're at, you'll find somebody in Chiang Mai that you can meet up with and kind of help each other out. Now, definitely check out Chiang Mai, Thailand. It's a really fantastic place to be based as a digital nomad. Now, number 4 on the list is Medellin, Colombia. Now, I spent more than 2 years in Medellin and absolutely loved my time there. Again, it has a really great local community and also a really good group of digital nomads and location-independent entrepreneurs there. So there is a really great place to be based as a digital nomad. Now, Medellin has a lot of great features, and one of those things is, 1, the time zone is perfect if you have US clients or customers, and 2, the weather is absolutely wonderful year-round. They call it the eternal spring because it's around 75 degrees year-round, and it is just a lovely place to be based. Now, on the flip side though, Medellin's not perfect, like none of these cities are. There are some serious concerns about safety, and even though I didn't have anything personally happen to me or my girlfriend, there were a lot of people that I was directly connected with that did have issues in Medellin. So I do have to mention that, but again, it's really come a long way in the past 10, 15 years, and the safety is continuing to increase. So Medellin's a great location. The visa situation is very easy for Americans. We can spend around 6 months there in a calendar year. So after that 6 months or after that calendar year expires, you're able to extend for another 6 months. So you could potentially get there 6 months before the year ends and then reset for another year. And it's a really good destination for people who are looking to stay in that US time zone and kind of stay connected to North America. It's just a 3-hour flight from Miami. So again, you're not too far away. Now, number 5 on our list is Lisbon, Portugal. And this is going to be one of the best value destinations in Western Europe. Again, the visa situation, there are some other good options, but you're going to run into the 90 days visa option for Americans. There are other alternatives, but you'll have to kind of look into those if you want to set up a business. Or they actually do have some really easy options if you're looking to stay there long term. You can make some investments into the country and stay there much longer term, and you can get residency fairly easy. Now, Lisbon has a lot to do, some beautiful beaches, a really great culture, and some affordable cost of living. Now, all of these destinations that I talked about today, they kind of check all of these boxes, and they are really great options. You honestly can't go wrong with any of these. Portugal is going to be great if you want to be close to a beach. Prague is going to be great if you want to be in Central Europe and really explore other European destinations. And Tbilisi, Georgia is going to be amazing if you want a really high quality of life for great value and to kind of just come in, not have to worry about the visa situation so much because it is so easy for Americans, and around like 170 other countries can come here for a year. So it's really worth considering all of these options. And let me know, what's your favorite destination you've been to? Make sure you leave a comment below. and let us know what's your favorite digital nomad destination. I'll take a look at those. And again, if you made it this far, please consider subscribing, liking that video. I'm putting out new videos every week, and make sure you hit the notification bell to let you know when the next video goes live. Appreciate all of your time, and thanks again for listening in. Take care.